All right, let me just hand this out. Here you go.
Oh my God.
There's printed paper?
Here you go.
Notes.
All right. Hey, podcast pals. It's Paul along with Mitch and Ben, your favorite trio of audio aficionados.
Wait, is this real? What is this? What?
Do we have to start again?
Oh, okay, I'm so sorry.
Hold on,
okay,
let me start again.
My bad.
Let's start again. Let's start again. Here we go. Here we go. What's wrong? Okay, shh.
Let's just do it.
Okay.
Go with it.
Hey, podcast pals. It's Paul along with Mitch and Ben, your favorite trio of audio aficionados.
That's right, folks, and today we're jazzed up to talk about the unsung hero of refreshment, and that would be Seagram's Club Soda.
Absolutely, Mitch. When it comes to drinks, Seagram's is a real charmer, always leaving us with a smile. No drama.
Couldn't agree more, Ben. Speaking of charm, let me tell you about the time I had a party so wild, even the neighbor's cat showed up. But amidst the chaos, there was one constant, Seagram's Club Soda, keeping our spirits high and our fizz levels higher.
Ooh, Paul, you sure know how to stir up a good time, don't you? And speaking of stirring, let me spin you a tale about the time I hosted a cocktail competition.
Oh.
That's right, a cocktail competition. The tension was palpable, the drinks were shaking, but what tied them all together? You guessed it, Seagram's Club Soda, the unsung hero of every mixer concoction.
Mitch, you know, that story's got me grinning from ear to ear. But let me share a rhyme about a time when I was feeling fine. I cracked open a bottle of Seagram's, and oh boy, what a pleasure. Made my drink taste like treasure.
Smooth rhymes, Ben. You're a poet, and you know it. But seriously, listeners, whether you're mixing up a storm or simply chilling with friends, Seagram's Club Soda is the ultimate sidekick for every occasion.
So true, Paul. And remember, folks, when life gives you lemons, grab some Seagram's Club Soda and make a sparkling sensation.
That's right, Mitch. So here's the fuzz. Fizz. Here's the fun with Seagram's Club Soda. Party's just begun.
Who's your persona in that? Who's your persona?
Seagram's guy.
That's a Seagram's guy?
It sounded like Keith David a little bit.
Or David Keith. Or David Keith.
Which
Or
one?
David
I don't know.
I brought that in without these guys knowing because I thought it's good for us to practice.
Oh. I thought we had a sponsorship from Seagram's.
No,
here.
not yet. But but I thought.
Oh, man.
But here's what I thought is, well, first of all, the product I picked was something that I figured in this split society we live in, Club Soda, everybody can sign on to Club Soda.
If I'm
100%.
drinking a vodka soda, I want Seagram's.
Seagram's Club Soda.
I love Club Soda.
Like, it's not divisive in any way. So I figured if Seagram's hears us.
Well, unless people like tonic.
What's the difference with the
No, you can't.
Tonic's a little sweeter.
You can't walk around a party with tonic. You can walk around a party with Seagram's and a lime, though. Something like that.
All right,
I could do
fair
that.
enough.
Yeah.
Right?
So yeah, I just thought I thought we could practice that, and these guys didn't know, and I think you guys did really well. I'm questioning Ben's voice.
I got my persona.
But you're Ben. That's the thing.
Like that's Seagram's guy.
Seagram wants us. They want you, Ben. They want you to be you.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
By the way, I think we did damn good for walking into that pretty cold. That
I
was pretty
think
good.
you guys did very. Except for Fizz was Fuzz, and he was
Fuzz,
being.
Fizz, Fuzz.
And who is he? Who are you being? They're paying you to be you.
I didn't know. No one was telling me I was getting paid
That's
for this.
Seagram's.
Are we getting paid for this?
At some point we may get paid for it.
$30.
I think you should just send it to Seagram's and let's see what happens.
It's going to sound super professional.
And you know what we should do at the end of the commercial?
What's that?
Crack it open.
Cue the theme music.
I think we're back.
You can edit it out.
I think we're back. We're back.
We back.
Welcome back. It's me, Paul.
It's me, Ben.
It's Mitch.
And this is our podcast. What are we talking about?
We're going to find out today.
You know, the best part of today has been Ben's. Well, it's two things. I love doing the Seagrams.
Oh, yeah.
I love the Seagrams.
Seagram's was fun.
Seagrams was fun.
Good practice.
But Ben walked in carrying a packet of merch.
I brought gifts today.
Merch. Let me do it in Ben's Seagram voice.
Mitch. What? What is that?
Do merch in your Seagram voice.
Mitch.
Sounds like a weird way to say
That
Mitch.
sounds like Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder, quite honestly.
Oh,
sorry,
I
Mitch.
did not mean
Yeah,
to do that.
that
Go
was-
ahead.
So merch item number 1
Yep.
is our popcorn box,
Yeah.
emblazoned with the "What are we talking about?" logo.
What I like is it's plastic. It's not like those cheap cardboard
No.
popcorn buckets.
No.
It's got our logo on it.
It's reusable. It's
By the way, I'll
environmentally-
just say this. Who designed the logo? Paul, did you do that?
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
I would say that is a good looking logo.
It is.
It is, right?
It's
Yeah.
a good looking logo.
Pops.
Yeah.
Thank God we didn't go with the other logo.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was
The other one wasn't bad either. I mean, they're both good, but this one I think is better.
This is like high school level. That was like preschool level.
All right, fair
Yeah,
enough.
Okay.
Yeah, it pops.
I'll give you that.
It pops.
Yeah.
So Ben brought us our popcorn buckets. Thank you.
And at some point, those will be available to the public. I mean, we may, order some, have them printed. If anyone's interested, drop us a line on our page and let us know because we will, if we get enough orders, maybe we'll mass produce them.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Okay.
So that was one present. Now there's a wrapped thing here on.
I have
On
a
the
wrapped
table.
gift here. It is in a box, and I'm going to present this to Mitch with my hand.
Is it
Oh.
my birthday?
Well, every day's your birthday, Mitch.
Okay. So wait, should I do the whole? Yeah. Hold on. Here
Well,
we
you
go.
gotta- you-
Yeah, open that thing
Wrap.
up. Oh, yes, it's like ASMR here at the podcast.
Oh my God.
That
Are you fucking kidding me?
Nope.
I
am
didn't even
not.
think that was available anymore.
Oh my God.
Thank you, eBay.
Okay, I'm gonna open while Ben, you tell him what it is.
Well, I'm gonna give you a hint. Anyone who's listened to the podcast knows that we had one very special episode where we discovered a piece of Mitch's history and a trauma from his past related to his frequent visits to the refrigerator as a child,
Oh my gosh.
wherein a certain plastic electronic animal was posted to deter him from visiting the refrigerator too often. You gotta pull the tail, my buddy.
Pull the tail.
You gotta move that to the sensor.
Okay, you ready?
Here you go, everybody.
Let's see. What happens?
Wait, hold on.
That was it? That's not.
That is the sound of Mitch's childhood
That's
trauma.
the sound of the pig, the fridge pig.
I think the pig was louder in my dreams.
Do yours for a second. Yeah,
well, I
They
think
need
that
to-
would have been pretty
They
amazing.
need to hire you for this.
By the way, this is a classic study of how your childhood chases you around for the rest of your life. I thought that the pig sounded like,
Yeah, do it again.
but instead it sounds like this.
That's how. What
That
is
is-
that?
By the way, it's
Did that create PTSD for you? It doesn't even sound like a pig.
why is it still going?
You gotta turn. It stops eventually, but
No, I got it. There we go.
Yeah.
This is not being made anymore. This is
No.
literally just an eBay purchase.
somebody had it still in box in fine condition, the chubby little porker, and now
that's
it
so
is
good.
yours again, Mitch. Now for you to use at your will,
Yeah,
as
to
opposed to have it used on you.
to traumatize your children. And where did you also get them a pair of not hefty
Huskies.
husky jeans?
No, I did not.
No husky jeans.
No, Mitch can't wear those anymore.
I'm going to go back to South Carolina in a couple of weeks, and I think I'm going to take this pig with me, and I'm going to leave it for my mom,
You
and then
should.
and just be like, hey,
Oh my god.
here's a taste of your own medicine.
Yes. Super glue it into the fridge so she can't actually take it out. And then hire somebody to bring batteries every 6 months.
Or just put it like under her bed, and she'll never know, and she turns on the lights, and it just goes off at night.
You know what you could do? You could take that pig everywhere you travel and take a picture of the pig
right,
on a
right.
trip.
Right, like at the Vatican.
Right.
Steps of the Colosseum.
What do you think would happen if the Pope opened up his fridge and that was in there?
How do you know he doesn't?
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
he's quite lithe.
I believe the Pope has put on some weight.
Perhaps he needs a fridge pig.
By the way, the fridge pig is pretty cute though. Look at him. He's yeah.
Is it feel like hard? Can I feel it?
Yeah.
I want to feel the pig. It's it's a hard plastic.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it had like a bit of a fur or like
Fur?
Well, don't pigs have fur?
By the way,
What do pigs? Do pigs have fur?
Yeah, no, they do. They have hair. They have hair.
They
Yeah,
have hair.
Yeah.
Like coarse hair.
yes.
Probably.
All right. Well,
It's the boar.
What's that?
A boar.
Does a boar have hair?
They're a lot hairier.
That's hair.
Oh, I didn't. Really?
That might be for
Boars have hair and pigs have.
Here
No.
we go,
Let's
saying
say-
facts of
they-
things we know nothing about. So somebody please correct us.
They've all got hair.
All right. So this week, well, that was a great,
Yes.
generous
Thank you.
gift.
Thank you.
My pleasure to bring trauma back to you.
Yeah, that's good. I love that. It's going to go right in the fridge. I know exactly where it's going.
I have a question. Is I mean, I've talked about things from my life.
I'm going to bring you a fork.
A pole vault, perhaps. Will I get something from my stories?
We'll see, maybe.
All right. I just wondered. That was just my ego. I had to ask.
Who's bringing me a guitar?
I'm going to bring you a guitar. Yeah.
Well,
good.
Maybe not a guitar, but maybe we'll bring you a kidnapped bobblehead child thing.
A new nanny. Bring a new nanny.
A new nanny. Maybe we'll get you a poster of Times Square from the 70s.
Oh my God.
A missing poster with my face on it as a baby.
Or perhaps an old Pepsi Free with a policeman's hat.
I was.
It was not a Pepsi Free. There was no such thing as Pepsi Free.
Yes, there was.
In 1971?
No.
Okay, but there was such a thing as Pepsi Free. Right?
Yeah, but not when I was a baby.
Okay.
It was like 85.
All right.
It was like, yeah. But
Yeah.
I was driving the other day. I was driving home, and I legitimately started questioning myself, going, "Why do you find it funny that Ben was kidnapped?" And I was like, "What does that say about you?" And I was like, I almost called you to be like, "Man, I'm sorry."
No, it's okay.
No, it's
Again,
weird.
it's a trauma that I really have no memory of.
Yeah. It's so bizarre.
I mean,
Oh my gosh, I have such a trauma story. Can I tell it really quick?
is it in the bowl?
It's not in the bowl.
Okay, then you definitely should tell it.
Okay, I almost got my foot cut off in an escalator. It
What?
was insane. It was in New
Well, that's
York.
terrifying.
We were in a New York Long Island mall. My sister and
Do you
I.
remember which mall?
I don't remember which mall. Staten. I don't know.
It's Staten Island. That's not Long Island.
Yeah, no, it was Long Island.
Okay.
But as kids, you like running up and down the escalators, and we said to our parents, "Hey, can we run up and down the escalators?" And they said, "Sure." So we ran up the down escalator, and back then they didn't have the guards on the side of those.
Because of kids like you.
And my sneaker got caught
That's
in the corner of between the stair and the wall, and it started quickly twisting into my shoe. And I couldn't get my foot out, and I was screaming, and my sister was screaming, and people ran down the escalator. They pulled out my foot. It didn't cut off anything, thankfully. And then I was laying there, and like around a crowd, and some nurse came up, and everything was all okay. But some elevator thing would be cool. Like if you want to get me like
I'm going to get you an escalator.
Get me an escalator. I'd like an escalator. Anyways, so that's... I didn't need to talk more than that.
I'm going to place that on order right now.
Put it on order.
Add to cart.
I'm sure you can find escalator parts on eBay. You can find all sorts of
I
stuff.
don't even know.
eBay.
I mean, you could give me something and say, this is an escalator part. I'd be like, sure.
You could frame a grid, a piece of a stair from an escalator for me in honor of my trauma, like Mitch's trauma.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, here we go.
The bowl. It's your week, Mitch, to pick from the bowl.
Okay.
Shuffle it up.
Should I go now?
You should go now.
Do it.
You should go now. Let's do it.
Sort of living in the pig moment. Hold on.
You're touched, aren't you? You shed a tear. That wasn't even near the microphone.
Well, we've already had paper.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. All right, get in there deep. Get deep in there.
A lot of sound effects in today's episode.
Let's pull this baby out. Let's see what it is. The topic for the show.
Du jour.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead and pick.
You're going to chop it out. I don't know if we can talk about this one.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, then pick a different one.
Okay.
You have to explain to the audience what the deal is.
It's only, yeah. Well, no, this is just for you two.
Yeah.
My topic from 4 or 5 weeks ago, which we've sort of covered, exhausted.
All right, if we've already covered it.
Is Rocky 1
Oh,
versus
Okay,
Rocky
so
2.
that's fine. I think the audience will be okay with knowing
Yeah.
that that's what happened there.
I got it in. It's Rocky 1.
You've talked about that already. All right. Here we go.
Dude, I am on fire. I just pulled two
Of
of
yours?
mine straight. This is, by the way, remember you guys called it. You basically said we'd go on a run.
Yeah.
We are
we
now
are.
2 weeks in a row of Mitch's ideas being chosen.
The run has begun.
Oh,
I
boy.
told you, I said on previous episode, this is going to be like Moneyball. It's going to be like, you're like the A's, and the ideas are like the Wins.
Yeah.
And Brad Pitt, are you Brad Pitt?
I'm Brad Pitt.
You're
yeah.
Brad. Who's Jonah Hill?
You know who it is.
Oh yeah,
It's
Ben.
me. All right, that's fine. That's fine. I could be Jonah Hill.
Okay, you're Jonah Hill. Go ahead. What's the idea?
So, all right, I'll set it up. So, what is, if I asked you both, what was one of the best nights the three of us have ever spent together? Okay? Okay?
Okay.
Think back.
I know.
You know it?
Yeah.
Sure.
Where
Yeah.
was it?
It was a Big Bear.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know what the topic is.
Is it the game?
The topic is the game. I'm gonna-
Yes.
The game.
the clue says, you can tell I wrote it.
Yeah. What does it say? Is it even clear?
Tour promotes challenge.
What is that? That doesn't even make sense.
That makes
Okay.
no sense.
But it's okay because we know what it means.
Yeah.
Tour promotes challenge.
So just you're a promoter.
Okay.
You are in charge of booking the tour. You have 3 acts to book.
Okay.
Jump in.
But hold on. I think we have to give some context that Ben and I, was it just us?
And Bill.
And a friend of ours, Bill,
Yeah.
we invented a game.
It was meant to be a card game.
Right.
Like one of those modern card games.
Yes.
Like Cards Against Humanity type thing.
Yeah, a stellar
Yeah.
game then the rules of this game became the topic of conversation when we were all in Big Bear one night.
Yes.
There's a
We're
fourth
there with our friend Ian.
There's an Ian who I think listens to this podcast as well.
What's up, Ian?
Hello, Ian. Holla.
Shout out Metros.
Shout out to Metro.
If you're not listening, what is wrong with you?
Yeah. Okay, so do you want to tell the rules of the game?
Sure. I mean, the working title of the game was Headline Act, right? Or no, Headliners. Headliners. That's what it was.
Right.
And the premise of it was you're a concert promoter and you have to book 3 bands for a show, right? Your opening act, your middle band, and then your headliner. And you could pick any musician from the history of music, and you had to decide who, what their set list would be, what order they would perform the songs, all that stuff. And the goal was to have it be that there could be a winner, like the person who sold the quote unquote most tickets would win the game. But what was the measure of, and this is where it got complicated.
This is why this big game has not sold.
But it's a really cool idea. It's so it's like you can mix within genres that are similar, and that makes a lot of sense. And you figure, I'll probably sell out that venue because these acts make perfect sense going together. And if they play these songs, which have had all these level of of hits and they've charted, then those are going to be great. That's going to be a great set, and that's going to be a great show, and that will lead to ticket sales. And so there's sort of, you kind of need an algorithm for this,
but the simple explanation is if you had to pick
3 bands
for one show.
Yeah.
Knowing you have an opener, a second opener, and then the headliner, what are your 3 bands?
But also, you have to take into account you have to do a little bit of talent relations. You're going to have to convince the 3rd act to follow the second act, the second act to precede the closer.
I think that's an issue,
right?
Yeah.
Like, how do you convince
but
Billy Joel?
But it depends on who you're picking, right?
Yeah, right.
But what was we were in Big Bear, and it was us 3, and it was our friend Ian.
Yeah.
And we couldn't stop laughing because Ian didn't quite get the game? What was happening?
Here's the thing. I kind of went down a rabbit hole about the rules and all the different layers that you could bring to a game like this to determine who wins at the end of the night. What's going to sell out the venue? And again, I was giving all these like parameters of song choice and song order and whether they played only their hits or whether they played deep cuts, and like all of that would affect ticket sales, and he was just not happy.
We would never sell this in the room.
No,
I just wouldn't talk. I would say the thing at the beginning and just shut up.
You also introduced the game to us at midnight when we had been partying a little bit.
Maybe a little bit too much.
A little bit too much. So it took a minute for us to actually understand how the game works.
Yeah, but you knew it, Paul. You were
Oh no, I
familiar
did.
with it.
Yeah. So Ben, what are your 3? Do you have your 3?
Again, I go with the music that I like. I'm not in it for the money.
Wait, okay.
I want to make the.
So you're
like,
actually
for me, it's like a dream. It's like here's my dream concert. Right?
So you're picking bands that you love.
That I love and that I would love to see, regardless of whether I would win the game as we constructed it.
That's very altruistic of you.
You've already lost.
But again, if I get to enjoy the show, I'm a winner.
It's true.
It's
true.
Yeah. So what are your 3?
Well, it sort of depends. Like, I would probably go with, and this is where you'll mock me.
Here we go.
Oh, I remember this.
I'm going for a.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't say this band.
I'm doing. I got 2.
I know you do.
Of 3. I'm going for a night of prog, progressive rock. Here we go. There aren't going to be any ladies at the show. It's going to be a lot of dudes, a lot of the old dudes, and it's probably going to be. I'm opening with Pineapple Thief.
Oh my God!
Nobody's ever heard of it.
I'm going to Porcupine Tree in the middle.
Nobody's ever heard of this band.
And then I'm closing it out with Rush.
Okay, well that makes sense, but that the first 2, by the way, it's going to be you. It's going to be just the Rab family inside the arena.
I don't think my family even would go. It could just be me.
I don't know that. Yeah, I don't know that you're getting anybody to go to your show.
I don't actually know the bands well enough to even poke holes in the lineup.
I don't even
So you don't
remember.
know?
I don't even remember the names of the bands. Still, you just said them 2 seconds ago. Tell us the names of the bands again.
The Pineapple Thief.
Pineapple. How can we remember Pineapple Thief as a name of a band?
How can you forget that?
Or just give me a little bit of intel on the Pineapple Thief. Who are they? Where are they from?
Is there logic to why they're stealing pineapples?
I mean, somebody's got to steal the pineapples. They are a British band.
Okay.
They come from the world of progressive rock. They are currently on tour in Europe. If anyone is in Europe right now listening, you might go see the Pineapple Thief.
Pineapple Thief Juice Tour 2024.
It's got a lot of juice. A lot of pineapple.
Juice. Okay.
Porcupine Tree.
Wait, Porcupine was Porcupine Tree your other band?
Yes.
Pineapple Thief and Porcupine. Nobody is coming to this show.
I'm there.
You're there, but that's
Again,
it.
it's my dream concert.
But again,
That's not really your dream concert.
It absolutely is. I want to see that show.
These two bands, you do not like these two bands that much.
I do.
And
I believe that they could open in that order.
Yeah, I mean, but here's the one thing. Part of the game is also trying to make a little bit of money and trying to put together a really good tour.
I feel like Pineapple Thief and Porcupine Tree are the equivalent of commercials at an AMC or Regal theater. Like, people will just show up right before Rush. Don't you think?
I mean, no.
I mean, you'll be there. You'll be there.
Like I said, there's going to be a lot of dudes with a lot of long white hair.
Oh, so
and
I can't believe he did it. I was waiting for him to say.
I
it.
knew.
Where's that Porcupine band coming back up again?
There you go.
I couldn't even remember the names of the bands, but I knew there were two random bands that
I will say you stuck with it because you've put together that tour 3 times.
I'm waiting for that tour to come around.
That's pretty good.
When they break into the mainstream, you're going to be that dude who's like,
Told you.
I was there at the beginning, and we're going to say, yeah.
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 And I'll be like, I'm not taking you to the show when I go backstage.
Yeah. Will you go? Do you know these guys?
No.
Okay. But maybe they'll be excited to know that they've been featured on a podcast.
Listen, Porcupine Tree played the Greek Theater last year.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Do you
2
think
years ago.
Porcupine Tree? Do you think Pineapple Thief has any issue going first?
No, they're the smaller of the two.
Okay. And you think Porcupine Tree is going to be okay being sandwiched in between Rush?
Before Rush, yes, I think they'll be okay with that.
These are really your 3 favorite all-time bands.
I'm not saying they're my 3 favorite all-time bands, but this is a show I would love to see.
Do we think we
That
could
makes
get-
sense to me for them to be put together.
Do
Okay.
we think we could somehow find a way to reach out to Coconut Thief, Pineapple Thief,
Pineapple
The-
Tree.
the Pineapple Thief?
Pineapple
The-
Tree and Porcupine Juice.
Okay, let's have whatever. Can we somehow make it our mission when this show
Yeah,
launches to reach out to their social media accounts and
Yes.
see if they will retweet our episode?
absolutely.
Yes.
Oh my God, that would be amazing.
Do they have a lot of followers?
I can find out right now.
Okay, let's find out how
You
many.
guys, talk about yours, and I'll find
All
out
right,
their
I want to hear.
followers.
I can almost guarantee I know what Mitch's is, but go
you
ahead.
do?
I think I could.
No.
You don't think?
Well, wait, did I already tell you?
I don't know. Go ahead.
Well, mine's a little bit. I've got 2 guys who've passed. No, oh my gosh.
Yours are
All-
class. You're going to
no.
pick like 70s bands.
All 3 of mine have passed away.
70s bands. No?
No.
Okay.
Okay, just interject. Sorry,
Yeah.
but Pineapple Thief has on Instagram has 33,700 followers.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
How many you got?
A lot less than that.
Okay, we know we might have to drop this episode fast and get out to those guys.
Yeah.
while they're still on tour.
Yes, correct. Go ahead, Mitch.
So my 3. So, and I don't know if either one of you would come to this tour. Maybe you'd come for the last. No, you'd come for the 2 middle. I don't know if you'd come for the opening act. My opening act, and it's based solely on energy, would be James Brown.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you're
Open-
putting him first?
First, 100%.
What?
I know.
Who is following James
I
Brown?
would tell you. He probably would struggle with it a little bit, but I think I could get him there.
Okay.
Because I would explain to him that
You're explaining this to who?
to James.
To
I would
James Brown.
explain it to James that you're going to kick off the night because
Okay.
no one else can do it like you can.
And you can go
Okay.
home early because you're
You can go
older.
home early. Going to give you a big bag of cash. It's going to be all good.
All right.
I'm going
Okay.
to follow you up with Bob Marley because you're going to be so sweaty and tired after James. You're going to need like an hour of just like chilling out, cool, beat bopping around, right? It's going to
Okay.
be fun.
Okay.
Then we're going to bring out Prince.
Oh,
And
that
we're
is
gonna
a
close
good
the
show.
night.
That's a good show.
That is a good show.
Close the night with Prince. So Bob and James might not want to follow Prince, but I don't know. They're all 3 icons. Like it feels like they could all figure out
Yeah.
a way to sort of pull it off.
That's a good show.
That is a good show.
I mean, I hope James would stick around and perform with Prince. I think that would be
That
cool.
could be good.
That'd be a hell of
Be
a
good.
Let me ask this question. If you put into the Thunderdome an actual physical brawl between James Brown and the entire Pineapple Thief band, who do you think wins?
I mean, does he have the cloak?
Cloak? What cloak?
James Brown.
Oh,
got
yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Does the cloak instill powers?
I mean, one man versus four dudes.
Are they strong dudes?
I mean, they're a lot younger than him.
By the way,
They've certainly got age on their side.
my money's on James.
James.
No, especially with the cloak. I mean, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. That's why I was asking.
It's kind of like Doctor Strange's cloak.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a weapon too. He can,
Interesting. Interesting. Okay. All right.
Who are your three?
Okay, my three. Have you ever heard of the band Silverware? What is it? Silverware.
Silver Sun Pickups.
No.
Silver Chair.
No.
How dare you?
Quicksilver Messenger Service.
How dare you make fun of Ben Rabb?
I'm sorry.
When you're going
Honestly,
into
I
that?
couldn't even
mean,
come up.
what
I
is
couldn't
this?
even come up with a good fake name. Here's what would be my three. I would start with Ben Folds.
Okay. Wait, or Ben Folds 5.
No, Ben
Just
Folds
by himself. Okay.
Just Ben Folds.
Is he playing his 5 music?
No, he's focused on his solo
Okay.
solo career.
Okay,
Ben Folds.
Yeah.
Holla, Ben, Mr. Folds.
like that.
Following Mr. Ben Folds, we're going to go with Billy Joel.
I thought that was going to be your third.
No, he's not my
This-
third.
no.
I'm liking it so far.
Who's bigger than that on the piano?
I'm going to go Coldplay.
Oh, Jesus
Oh
Christ.
God.
What, do you guys hate Coldplay?
God.
Oh, my God. I've left after Billy
You-
Joel. I'm
Coldplay's amazing.
not saying that they put on a good show, but that bill makes no sense.
No, it's no.
I would've
it
said
was-
Elton
it was,
John,
It was
maybe.
actually making really good.
It was
sense.
perfect
If
sense.
I had gone U2 for the third,
Nope.
Nope.
no.
Elton John.
What? No.
Yes, 3 pianists.
What? Sorry?
You heard me.
What'd you say?
I think. I think you gotta. I think Billy closes. You got to find someone
Yeah.
else in the middle.
What?
Yeah.
What? Why can't Coldplay be there? Do you not? You know what I don't get?
I got it.
Do you not like Coldplay?
They're not one of my favorites.
No.
I
Why-
definitely don't think they're a headliner out over Billy.
I don't get why people generally are not fans of Coldplay.
I think Chris Martin is maybe a bit of a turnoff for some people.
Why?
Partly because I think his celebrity kind of overshadowed that band, and it kind of took away from the fact that they are a solid band. There's no question, and they sell out huge venues. Like they're a massive band, but there's something about him I think overshadows them as a unit personally.
Really?
I mean, think about it. Like, how much press did he get when he was married to Gwyneth Paltrow? And that was all the stories were about him and Gwyneth.
Well, Geddy Lee gets way more press than anybody else.
Well, I mean, one of them's dead now.
Yeah.
I think it's
I've never gotten that.
And also, he's on a book tour.
I've
I mean,
never
like,
gotten that
that's-
vibe from Chris Martin.
I think for me personally, just they're a little maybe a little too poppy, a little too
Really?
there's not enough edge there for me.
There's
I don't
not
know.
a lot of edge there.
Hmm.
Even the U2 has the edge,
a little
and
too
they've lost their edge.
Maybe
I
a
think.
little too top 40. Maybe I don't know.
I don't feel like Billy Joel.
it's not
I mean,
a bad
I
thing.
love Billy Joel. I don't feel like he's. I don't know. I don't.
He's huge. Ooh, that was way loud.
That was.
Sorry, guys.
And we can't fix that.
Yeah, that was
Um,
intentional.
okay.
Yeah,
Well, those.
I mean, Billy
I
Joel's a
hear you.
big
Look,
act.
hey, you know what?
Listen,
Look,
if Ben can pick those two bands, I can.
You can absolutely,
Yes. I
but
can
that's
pick
the
my
whole
thing.
point. That's the whole point of headliners is you get to decide what that bill is, and if your audience leaves midway through your show, it's because of that affects whether you win or lose the game.
the difference is this: you and I, we put on one show, we retire. Ben puts on his show, he's going to be working for like the next 5 years because he's not going to make any money. So,
It's true.
right?
It's true.
So that's so
In
look,
Canada, you might.
I mean,
or in,
Rush would sell out here,
Well,
Yes.
better in Canada, don't you think?
not necessarily.
No.
by the way, I love Rush. I love
Yeah, Rush is great.
Yeah, I love Rush.
But I would have trouble. I mean, I would come late. I would not sit through those other two bands. Not that I don't even have an opinion about are they good or bad, because
But you know what you did? You set up like these two guys that are, again, not just because their instrument is so similar or identical. They're kind of storytellers in a weird way. Like their songs tell stories, and it felt like that third one should have been someone whose music kind of like, if you would have said Bruce Springsteen, I would have been like, okay, a little askew, but makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
You know.
What about ending with Sinatra? Oh, that'd be fun.
For who?
You.
To put Sinatra where?
After Billy.
That's interesting.
I'm not even a fan.
That's pretty fun.
Well, then you're not going to that show.
All right.
No.
Okay.
Do you just back to my?
Okay, but you know who you could have put with Coldplay? Like you could have put like
Journey.
Why is mine the only one that people are telling me what to fix? I didn't. I criticized your band choice, but I didn't tell you who to put there.
Mine all made perfect sense.
Nobody criticized Mitch, and also Mitch got a pig. What did I get? Nothing.
Nothing.
I didn't get anything
You're
today.
taking this very personally.
Paul is under
If
attack.
you got a popcorn bucket,
But did he get a popcorn bucket?
everybody got a popcorn bucket.
Let me ask you a question. If we let's just reverse. We came into this today, and I brought Mitch presents,
because it was
And-
tied to a story.
and I didn't bring you presents.
You didn't bring me a guitar?
But would you go home and would you be like, Mitch got a gift?
No.
Okay. Maybe I'm being too sensitive.
You're being very sensitive today.
Maybe I'm being kind of
Listen,
sensitive.
Coldplay's fine. Don't worry about it. It's all
Yeah.
good.
I'm going to
It's
bring you a
all good.
Coldplay CD next time.
I'm
Yeah, that's it.
gonna go back and listen to your in unison a cappella sigh the minute I said Coldplay. I'm gonna edit it out. If you haven't heard it, you guys, it was there.
You were building such anticipation. We were like, oh my God, this is going to be a great
Well, it's
show.
like the sound of a balloon just losing its air slowly on the street. It's like that plastic bag in American. What's that movie?
Beauty.
American Beauty. Just the lethargy and disinterest in Coldplay. It's okay.
I just wasn't expecting you to go there. I was
Yeah,
surprised.
yeah.
I was surprised by that one.
More often than not, I get into my car and I tell my car, just play me Coldplay.
Really?
And then I get Coldplay and I get all sorts of other bands that kind of fit that category.
Okay, well, so what are the other bands that fit that category?
Like Coldplay. Well, U2 fits that category.
Okay.
Yeah.
U2.
See, but I think Coldplay would open up for you too.
Well, yeah, for sure.
Right? They'd be your
For
middle
sure.
show.
Who opens up for Coldplay? If it's blank Coldplay U2, who opens up in front of Coldplay?
I would put
Toad the Wet Sprocket?
That's pretty good. Hootie?
Hootie? I don't know about Hootie.
Don't even.
I mean, you could have done like a Matchbox 20.
Oh, Matchbox 20. Interesting.
By the way, Matchbox 20 is not better than Hootie. Hootie's way better than the Matchbox.
I'm not saying they're better. I'm
really?
not saying
I
who's
don't know
better.
about
I'm
that.
just
You know
saying who's an opener.
You know that Hootie has the 4th highest charting debut album of all time?
I did not know that.
Elvis, Beatles, one other one than Hootie.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, tell me the stat.
4th highest debut album of all time.
In sales.
All right.
By the way, maybe not now, but they did.
I mean,
they did at the time.
I'm sure Taylor Swift is
Though you mean the week
Hootie
it came out?
No, it was for a while, but it was, that first album was huge.
God, remember when they were big and everyone was like, who are the Blowfish?
Yeah, I know.
What would name 3 of their hit songs?
Hold My Hand.
Remember
I don't know the names of the songs.
Be With You.
I Only Want to Be With You.
How does that go? In the Seagram voice.
I Only Want to Be With You.
Okay, I know that one.
I only want to be with you.
By the way, I went to college with them.
You did?
They played like my fraternity party. I told you that story.
I
No.
believe you did.
Like they played our fraternity party, and I think we gave them like 15 cases of beer. True,
as payment?
As payment, yeah. Like no, it was like $1,000 and 15 cases of beer.
Were they big at that point?
They were a year away from breaking, and like it was my senior, is it my junior or my senior year? They had already graduated, but they were from Columbia, and Letterman put them on, and that was it. Letterman heard them, put them on, and like next day they were Hootie and the Blowfish.
You know what's crazy is when I was in college, a year before they broke, No Doubt was on. I did a public access cable show with a bunch of people, and they came on and played. Back when Gwen Stefani's brother
I remember you telling me
was
that.
still playing with the band.
Yeah.
So it was right before Tragic Kingdom came out, and then they exploded.
I remember sitting in my like dorm room, like playing the shit out of that album. That was a great album.
Yeah. They say it's the 5th highest selling album. Debut album. Tragic. That wasn't their debut album. All right, I have one last question. Now, if you look at we didn't introduce this into the game. If you look at the people, the 3 bands, I kind of alluded to this before, but now I'm focused on the actual ticket. Who wins in a fight? Now, if I have my 3 guys,
Thunderdome fight?
not just a fist fight. Like who's coming? Who's walking away from the fight? If I have Ben Folds, Billy Joel, and Chris Martin. Which I'm going to go
Listen,
with. I'm going to.
It's definitely the coconut dudes.
No. I'm saying with
Pineapple
each
guys?
ticket. You're saying in Ben's ticket, the Pineapple Dudes, Pineapple Thieves, the Pineapple Thieves,
Well, Pineapple Thief is the band.
Pineapple Thieves.
I don't know if they're individually thieves.
That's weird. Like they should be thieves. But anyways,
Okay.
Pineapple Thieves. Do they beat What's the other band?
Porcupine Tree.
Porcupine Tree?
No.
They don't.
No.
Do they beat Rush, or does Rush beat?
Rush beats everybody.
Rush wins.
No way. No,
They're
come
so
on.
old. They
No.
can't beat them.
Rush is not tough.
some of your guys
They're
are
not tough
dead.
guys.
Mine aren't
No, but we're
dead.
talking about tough
These
guys.
ones are dead.
His are dead.
They're
No,
all
all
dead.
mine are dead. But
Okay, so in heaven,
oh no, James Brown wins 3 times over.
You don't think Prince?
No. James is like he's a total street fighter. That guy, no, he is.
I don't know.
is he really?
I think the purple one takes James.
Oh
Brown.
no. James grew up like hard life,
All right.
like hard. No, I mean
No, I
seriously,
believe that, but I'm just
he
saying.
did. I mean,
Okay.
probably Prince was the guy that would surprise you with his
Yeah, that's what I
athleticism
mean.
and everything. But I do think James would
Right.
take
Okay.
him.
All right. What do
But-
you think about mine? Who wins in mine?
I mean, Billy Joel.
You think Billy Joel wins?
Yeah.
I think Billy Joel or Ben Folds could beat the crap out of Chris Martin. But I don't know. Bet between Ben and Billy Joel.
By the way,
But by the way, it's not just
much,
Chris Martin. There's 3 other dudes.
Yeah, but no, you'd have to pick one. They have to like.
oh, so they're sending in, choose your fighter?
yes, it's choose your fighter.
Oh, I see.
I mean, the
This
bass,
is a card game, by the way.
the bass player for Pineapple Throw might be pretty tough.
He wears headphones when
Yeah.
he performs.
Yeah, that
Wow.
guy's. I bet he's pretty good.
Wow.
I mean, he's no Geddy Lee. But
This might be
It's
like
good.
round 2 of the card game. You build it, and then round 2
They
is
fight?
who wins in a fight, and then round 3. I don't know. We'll have to come up with that.
I would want to build in what are their riders for the show? Like what are their requests for the green room?
Right.
Like Van Halen with no brown M&Ms. And by the way, here's another show I would want to do. I want to do an L.A. show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you're opening up with Jane's Addiction,
Mm-hmm.
followed by The Doors, closing with Van Halen.
Which Van Halen?
David Lee Roth Van Halen.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
All right.
pretty good.
That's an L.A. concert right there.
That's pretty good.
Well, look, I think what we've illustrated is this. No one will ever make the game.
Someone's going to make the game.
We do have the rights to the game.
We do have the rights game, so if anybody is out there that makes games, call us.
And Ian, if you're listening and you still have questions, please let us know.
I'll happy to answer
I'm
them.
happy to answer any questions for you.
He's still confused. He's absolutely still confused.
But to his credit, I think, as has been evidenced in this show, we have no skill in actually succinctly explaining the rules of the game.
It's all about the numbers.
yeah.
We do not.
I don't know if I'm right on that Hootie and the Blowfish stat. I don't think about it. I could be
We're
wrong.
gonna find that
We
out.
should check that.
There's a lot of people we've mentioned today who
I'd
are.
like to know who number 3 is that you couldn't remember.
It's like it could be like Led Zeppelin or something like that, or Pink Floyd. One of those big. Yeah.
Oh, Floyd.
Yeah.
That's another. I can get started on Floyd.
Dark Side of the Moon, yeah.
Although I'm not. I don't think I'm allowed to like Pink Floyd anymore.
Why?
By the way,
Because
this
of
is
Roger Waters.
Oh, no, yeah, it's a tough one.
He's been canceled.
How did we not build
Gilmore
Led
kept it
Zeppelin and like? How do you not go like Led Zeppelin?
Well, it's a different
into
show.
Rush.
Listen,
You picked your dead guys.
I know, but like,
Listen, that
I
is
think
another show.
we left Led Zeppelin out.
Listen, for that one, I would have done, 60s classics. I would have, 60s, 70s classics. I would have done like, I don't know, maybe open with Cream, go into Led Zeppelin, and end with The Who.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It's an endless. There's endless possibilities.
I want to do a rap one. I need to do a rap one.
Oh.
I think. All right, I got it. Here
Are
we
they
go.
all dead?
No, here we go. You ready?
Okay, go
We're
ahead.
going to start with Eric B. No. We're going to start. Yeah, we're going to start with Eric B.
Yeah.
Then we're going to go to. Oh shit! I know who my headliner is.
I think you need to work on it.
No, I got it.
Beastie
Give me
Boys
a
in the
second.
middle.
Nope, I got it. Here we go. We're going to start with Eric B. and Rakim.
Okay.
We're then going to go to Dr. Dre.
Oh.
Oh.
And then I could make the argument to flip-flop 2 and 3, but then I would end with LL.
Okay.
That's a good show.
That's a good show.
That's a very
It's a good
CBS sponsored show.
That's a good show.
It's a good show.
Yeah.
I will say, anyone out there who has ideas for what their headliners would be, let us know. We would love to hear from it.
Hear from it. Hear from you.
Hear from it.
We love to hear from it.
It or you.
Which is a good segue into our email.
Oh, we have an email?
We have an email.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's W A W
T
T
A.
A cast at gmail.com.
It's cast with a C,
Yes, it is.
unlike Outcast.
So if you'd like to comment on any of these 3 particular playlists,
Mm-hmm.
Or have one of your own.
or you're a huge fan of Porcupine Thief or Monogram Tree or whatever they're named,
Or if you know who handles social media for either one of Ben's bands, let us know, and we're going to reach out to them immediately.
or if Mitch was
Follow
wrong
them on Instagram.
about Hootie and the Blowfish, you can tell us that as well. We're here for you is all we're saying. We're
Hootie's
here
doing a
for you.
reunion tour this summer.
Oh, yeah?
Should we go?
No,
it's
I
all right.
have zero interest in seeing Hootie and the Blowfish.
You know what?
Sorry, man.
Coldplay will be playing in concert again next year.
Yeah.
No.
Didn't think so.
But Pineapple Thief on tour in Europe right now.
It's good to know. All right, it's Paul,
It's Ben.
It's Mitch.
and that is what we were talking about.